Come on in, and welcome to my kitchen. Hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Shrimp and grits is what's on the menu today. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Subscribe for the deliciousness. Let's get into it. To get started, we can go over the ingredients. I have some beautiful shrimp here. I like the yellow grits. We have bacon, onions and garlic and bell peppers, some cherry tomatoes, and those are optional. And I'll show you guys how to put it all together. Now to get started, we go ahead and cook our grits first. I have my chicken broth. I'm using 1 cup of grits. So I'll be using 5.5 cups of water because I like to cook mine longer than the 5 minutes. But you can just follow your package instructions and cook your grits. But this is how I like mine because I like mine a bit thicker and creamier. So we have our broth in. And all you want to do is just let this come up to a boil, and I'll show you the next step. And now that our broth is boiling, you want to go ahead and whisk in your grits. We're going to add some salt to taste. You want to make sure you're whisking those grits. My heat is on a medium-low. So as you're cooking your grits, you want to continually come in and make sure you're whisking these, stirring these, because they will stick on you. So make sure you're checking your grits. And after about 15 minutes, these are our grits. Now you just want to go ahead and go in with some butter. I used about 1/2 stick. I like to add some black pepper to my grits. And some cheese. You want to go ahead and get this mixed in. Now what we're not going to mix in is some sugar. Sugar does not go in grits. I like butter, cheese, salt, pepper. Y'all leave me a comment and tell me how you like your grits. Look at these grits, you guys. Look at that. Now I'm using a sharp cheddar because that's what I like. But if you want to add some Gouda, you can go ahead and add some Gouda to yours. Whatever cheese you prefer, you guys. My recipes are just a guide. And you can always cater my recipes to your liking. Look at those grits. Now we can get started on the shrimp portion. And I have my bacon here that I have cut up. Just want to go ahead and get that in. I have about 6 strips. Now if you don't eat pork, you can substitute that for like a beef bacon, or you can just leave the bacon out altogether. Go ahead and get that a good mix. Now if you watch my recipe with the rice and bacon, I'll leave a link down for that in the description box. What I like to do to cut my bacon is place the pack of bacon in the freezer for about 15 minutes. And then pull it out right before I get ready to cut it. And it makes it easier to cut the bacon. But like I said, I'll leave a link to that recipe down below. It's a great holiday dish. I make it every Thanksgiving and Christmas. So get your bacon in. And you just want to cook your bacon until it's done. Now once your bacon is fully cooked, you want to just go ahead and remove that from your pan. Now as for your shrimp, you want to pat these dry. That way your seasoning will stick to your shrimp better. Now I'll be using my all-purpose Jazzy Spice. And if you don't have that, you can get that at aprilsjazzyspice.com. No MSG, and it is gluten-free. And if you don't have mine, you can just use whatever seasonings you like on yours. And I will be going in with the Tony's. Want to get these nice and coated. Season to your taste. I'm just going to give these a good mix. Now we will be using the same pan that we cooked our bacon in. And I did remove some of that bacon fat. And I left about 1 tablespoon in. You want to go ahead and lay your shrimp down. Shrimp doesn't take long at all to cook, you guys. So don't walk away from it. We're going to cook these about 2 minutes on each side. Now, as your shrimp are cooking, you'll notice they'll start turning pink and they'll start curling on you. Now, if you lift one up, when you see that, at that point, that's when you want to go ahead and flip your shrimp over and let it cook about 2 minutes on the other side. Now, once your shrimp is done, you want to go ahead and remove this from the pan. Now we're going to go in with 2 tablespoons of butter. We had that beautiful fun at the bottom. That's nothing but flavor. Go in with your bell peppers. Now I did use the red and green, but whatever you have on hand, use that. Got my onion. Go ahead and get us a mix. We're going to let this saute for about 3 minutes. We're going to add in our garlic and let this cook an additional 2 minutes. And now we're going to go ahead and go in with 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I want to go ahead and cook that in for about a minute or so. Wake up those flavors. That tomato paste is going to give a nice, beautiful color to our roux that we're going to make. And again, you guys, I have a full list of ingredients down in the description box below. So now at this point, we want to go ahead and go in with our flour. Get out a mix. We're going to cook this flour out. And now we're going to go ahead and go in with some chicken broth. And go ahead and get out a mix. We're going to add the chicken broth in slowly, a little bit at a time. Go ahead and add a bit more. Give it a mix. Whatever thickness you like your sauce, you would cater it to your liking. But I'll show you guys what I like mine to look like. So if that's too thick for you, just continue to add your broth. Help loosen it up. And this is about the thickness that I like mine. I have this on a low heat. We're just going to let this simmer for a moment. Now at this point, you can go ahead and give this a taste and adjust your flavors as needed. In the last 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and add in my tomatoes. Now that is optional. So if you don't want to add the tomatoes, then don't, but I just like the added flavor that it gives the sauce. It's been 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my tomatoes. Let this continue to cook for an additional 5 minutes. Now at this point, this is ready, you guys. Now if you want to add your shrimp back in into our gravy, then do so, but I like to leave mine out. Let's plate it up. We have our delicious grits plated up. And now what you want to do is go ahead and get some of your sauce. Look at that. Put some sauce on there. As little, as much as you like. Now that bacon that we cooked up, go ahead and put you some of that on. Then now you can go in and add your shrimp. And now if you want to add a little bit more of your gravy over that shrimp, you can. A little garnish. I like green onions. But if you don't like green onions, you can always use like parsley. And here it is, you guys. Now y'all know I can't leave y'all without giving y'all that first bite. Get some of these delicious grits, some shrimp, some of our gravy. Take a bite. How good does that look, you guys? I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I want to thank y'all for watching. Subscribe for the deliciousness if you haven't. Thumbs up the video. That helps YouTube push my content out. Y'all know the vibe. Be blessed.